stay cool. This is a THOR News presentation.
Ignition and liftoff.
THOR News presents.
Alright, I'm keeping my eye on this story because A, we have two major tropical storms or hurricanes off the east and west coast of America, and B, in a time where the media has been telling us that climate change is rapid and the weather is unpredictable, the overall media is like, hey, this is no big deal. One hurricane is definitely going to miss, and the other one's definitely going to miss. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. So when that happens, I keep my eye out. I could be wrong, but I've been wrong before. It's better to be cautious and prepared than to be uncautious and unprepared.
Hey, East Coast. The fact that 97% of meteorologists say there's a 0% chance crystal ball could hit the East Coast, I'd say get prepared for crystal ball to hit the East Coast. No disrespect, you know? Okay, so I'm just staring at our 4 tropical depressions, though I believe Marie is now a full-fledged Cat 5 hurricane with an eye that had weatherman Goo Goo Gaga Ing. Now, Marie is projected to go out that way, which, yeah, maybe I can see that happening. I totally can. That might happen. Remember Murphy's Law? Plan for everything. This is the one, Cristobal, I don't get. So Cristobal started down here, and so he's cooking along, and he's supposedly going to get here, and then just go bing, 90-degree turn. Bing. Okay, now this is that point where I use a time machine to lay over all the professionals' estimates that Cristobal, I think out of all the estimates, out of like 20, I saw one guy who was like, yeah, it's just going to go straight forward over the Carolinas. And I had to guess, if I had to guess just from intuition, I'd say it's going to hit New York. Only because it seems like New York gets hit often now. But I just don't see, okay, if this is coming this way, and you're coming here, wouldn't that push you into here? You know? And it's just creepy having 1, 2, 3, 4, just kind of hanging out, loitering in the ocean. We got 4 tropical depression hurricanes loitering in the Americans' north and south oceans, Atlantic Pacific. These are crazy days indeed. Oh man. We're now looking at total precipitable water. And there's a ton of water hanging over the Pacific coast. And that thing is crazy looking. Now we're moving on over to total cloud water. And that's another thing that I was noticing. That in the maps that I've seen, this is a little tropical storm, but then there's an entire giant bank of clouds that apparently has a lot of cloud water in it, just hanging out right there. So while this thing moves here and then heads this way into all this water, what's going to happen? I'd like to know. Does anybody know? So I guess they're assuming that the Cristobal is just going to follow the heat lines. And they all looked into their weatherman crystal balls and came up with that conclusion.
It's like Sauron's evil eye. Alright, everybody stay cool, stay dry, stay smart, be cool. God bless everybody.
It's going to create a water tornado. That's a perfect circle. The guys on the Weather Channel I was watching, I think it was AccuWeather. It was just weather. They were freaking out about this. About how perfect it was. And I got to say, it's pretty circular. It's a well-formed eye. And they say it's just sitting there. That is nutty. 145 kilograms an hour. No problem.